Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Just waiting for my guest to come in. Y'all, listen, this live is going to be crazy because a lot of stuff happened since we went live the last time. So we're going to get into that and we are going to, each voice our opinions and, go from there. Whew. Guess. If anybody else would like to come into the live, they are more than welcome to. All you have to do, is click this link and you could come in the live as well. Hey, Ariana, how are you? What is your opinion on everything that happened with Trump? Because we're going to get into that whenever my guest comes in. If anybody would like to come on camera and voice their opinion, they could do that as well. All you have to do is click the link in the comments and I could bring you on the screen. It was just crazy. To me, my opinion, like, I don't know, maybe I want to wait for my guest to come in because I want to see where his position in this is. See what he thinks too.
What's up? Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I know there's a lot we got to talk about.
Oh, shit. Stuff. Yes.
Talk about Trump.
Dang. That was crazy yesterday. I couldn't believe it.
I think, to be honest, like I'm gonna just state my opinion. I think that was staged.
I think the same thing. I was just talking about it with my neighbor like 2 minutes ago, literally.
Yeah, I think the whole thing was just staged for publicity. He was announcing his re-election and stuff like that. So, something's weird there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's crazy because, like, it's funny. Me and my friends used to always joke about something like that would happen. Like, there'll be some kid from Bethel Park or something.
Wow.
Growing up, not like saying it in a bad way. I feel bad, but like we used to always feel like if we want them kids from Bethel Park or something. Like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to like sound rude because like somebody's mom,
I
they're grieving for the kid. They grieve for the kid. You know what I mean? And I don't want to like put it out there like that. I'm just saying, but we always say it'll be like a kid or somebody from out there, one of them areas, versus from an urban area where I grew up.
Right. I was seeing that. I was like, okay, like seriously? Like, you could expect it because, like you said, I mean, like you don't think of people like in our neighborhoods doing it or something like that. You think of like that quiet little uptown and you know what I mean, like them kind of areas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That was crazy.
And it's like, man, I feel like like you said, you thought it was staged. I feel the same way.
I really do because it was too perfect because one, they didn't run. Everybody just kind of like just ducked. Like as soon as you hear gunshots, what is your first instinct? Your first instinct is to get out of there.
Like nobody scream and like I ain't seen nobody like anywhere else. Everybody be running, jumping, like
yeah. And then Trump was like,
he did that.
It was like they wanted to give people a scare.
he did the 1969 Olympics with the brother in Mexico. It's like, yeah, like I'm just.
They trying to make the Simpsons come true. As you seen on the Simpsons, that Trump died.
Man, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I just feel bad for the people like first responders, like Pittsburgh police officers was up there, like they probably like, man, we ain't signed up for this. We don't want to be up for that. Like,
really. I mean,
they were just trying to get some OT. Probably they were just getting some OT. They wasn't trying to be up there dealing with no investigation. And man, I was like, man, we getting out the city for the day. We're gonna see what Trump said. Man, it wasn't like.
I know it just seemed like it was a lot calmer than it should have been.
Yeah, for the situation, like that had been in the city of Pittsburgh, man, people would have went nuts.
Everybody would have been running everywhere.
I know, like the whole city would have been on lockdown. You know.
They said they found explosives in his car.
That's crazy. Yeah, they had the bomb squad out to his house.
I'm like, what did he have doing? Like blowing him to pieces? Like, are you serious?
Yeah. They was interviewing all them people in the neighborhood. I'm like, man, y'all could have waited before y'all start talking about the guy. Like, y'all could have made sure, like, you know what I mean? They was trying to see what kind of kid he was and all that.
But then they always do that. Oh, he was such a quiet, nice kid. You know, you didn't expect him to. No, you didn't expect him to do that. Once he walks out that door, you don't know what the hell's going through his mind.
And then they was talking about, they was saying they thought the kid was bullied. He dressed weird. That's how people out there dress anyway, with that camouflage and all that stuff. Like out there, Delta Park, Familyville, and all that. Like, you know, like going hunting or, you know what I mean, something like that. Like,
yeah.
And that's a multicultural mixed neighborhood with people with money. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it became cultural compared to how it used to be. You know what I mean? Because people up there got money.
I think, to be like honest, like when I was growing up, the city that I live in now is where I grew up at, and it was all mainly just one race. Like when I was growing up, and now it's so beautiful. It's so nice because we have people of all races, all nationalities, all here, and I love that now because I'm like, okay, now like it seems like it's so much better now. You know, nobody bothers anybody. Everybody, oh, hi, how are you? You know, the police don't mess with nobody. You know, so it's really nice that you can live in a neighborhood that it's diverse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in an all-white neighborhood. Like, I wouldn't want to do that.
Don't get me wrong. The neighborhood I moved to from the city, it was when I first moved out here, it wasn't always flowers. Like, but now. And this year, it's better and multicultural compared to what it was when I first moved there.
Right.
So it came a long way. I know exactly what you said.
Yeah, it's so much better. Like I just, like I said, I mean, growing up, like I didn't think too much of that when I was growing up. But then now that I look back, I'm like, wow, there really wasn't like no other races here. Like if it was like sporadically. Yeah. But now it's so much more, and like you still have them people that kind of give that look like,
right.
But you know what? Too bad. Like, come on now. It's 2024. It's not the 40s and the 30s.
It's you know like what I mean? Like, a lot of the city people moved out here where I live at. Like we're all out here now. Like people I went to school with, grew up with. It's crazy how we ended up leaving where we was from. You know. To be here, which is fun.
I mean, it's nice too that like your police department is nice to everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you have a lot of neighborhood. Like in my city, I'm saying my city is.
Your city probably is such.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna go there with my. I ain't gonna say nothing.
If you go to other cities, like they're terrible. Like if you see somebody that is a person of color walking down the street in another neighborhood, it's automatically they're up to no good. Like, and I don't feel like it should be like that.
Now, because the surrounding neighborhoods is like that where I live at. It's ridiculous. It's almost like they know you. If they don't know you, they mess with you. It's like
right. Wow.
That's how my neighborhood's kind of.
Yeah. So what else?
But it's better than what it used to be, though. It's not as bad as it was.
Yeah.
Nothing really new. The last live we were supposed to do, we didn't get a chance to do it. I remember we wanted to talk about that guy they found in the did we talk about that?
I think we briefly talked about it. We didn't get too much into it.
All right, so I found out that guy they found in Springdale. I think it was in Springdale. He had a car. They found him in his car in Allegheny River or whatever it was. It turned out to be a missing elderly gentleman. I think his name was Bunny Lee or something like that. His remains and stuff. He went missing. They couldn't find him.
I seen his picture.
So it was weird. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what the hell happened to the guy? Like, did he wander off? He had a nice ass car. Like,
I mean, maybe do they think maybe he could have had a heart attack and went off the road?
Yeah, went to the river though. Like, it's crazy.
But for that long, I mean,
and he floated up all of a sudden.
The car had to have been there for a really long time.
Yes, I don't know where he would have been at, where he would have went to the river. I thought he was from the Hill District. I might be wrong, or East Liberty or something like that. On that east side, somewhere out there.
Yeah. Well, they also too. Did you see about them two guys that were pulled from the Montour Trail River?
Yes, I heard about that too. That was suspicious.
Like how? How did they find one in 6 feet of water, and then a little farther down they find the other one in 10 foot of water?
And then also there was a 17-year-old boy that went missing. Rest in peace to that 17-year-old boy. I forget the name. He was missing, last year, I think? And they found him in Ohio.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. Because somebody supposedly said something about that his organs were missing or something.
Yeah. Somebody said something's up.
I'm like, if his organs were missing, then obviously if he was found, wasn't he found like in the water or something?
I think they pulled him out the Ohio River or something like that. He was found in the water, somewhere in the river in Ohio.
I don't know. If he was found in the water, fish could have got to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if they didn't see no signs of anything like that and his organs were just missing, then I can be like, okay, like that's weird. Somebody could have took his organs and just dumped his body.
Right, they can't just. I don't think really. He went through some dams. He probably went through a channel. Who knows? We don't know what happened. I can't say that.
Right. Yeah.
What else was I going to say? But now I'm really thinking about this thing. We were talking about this years ago. We always think like Pittsburgh had like a serial killer, and they threw people in the river, like because there's always like bodies floating in the river or coming out the river. And we had this premonition, like there's like some kind of serial killer in Pittsburgh.
Do you notice how it's happening a lot more often now?
Yeah. Like people gotta like really be careful, watch their surroundings and watch who they trust. Or like, some people might not see it coming,
Exactly. And that's the bad thing is like they had there was somebody I know works at a company and that I talked to, and they said that the son of this guy, his son couldn't swim, and he went with a bunch of friends, and they ended up finding his body in the water.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, so
was that on the news? Was it like local? Was this local somewhere?
It was local, yeah.
See, and what was he doing in the river? It was Elizabeth or something?
Yeah, and they said that he couldn't swim, so I'm like, okay, did they fall in the water and they didn't help him, and he was just found there? Like, if you seen him drowning, if you guys are so-called his friends, why wouldn't you try to help him?
And especially if it was like that shallow part of water, how it looked on the news. They could have just went in there real quick to try to, like, they could have got a rope or something to hold each other's hand, like, hey, I'm getting him.
Right. But first of all, if you can't swim, why would you go to the river?
Why would you go in the river? The river's dangerous. You can't even go like 4 feet without, you can get caught.
I know. And that's why I said, like,
it's so dangerous.
We used to go up to the Blue Hole, and we used to jump off that thing and go swimming. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't even know, like, what could be in that water. Because when my family and I, we used to go up to Lake Erie when we went to Presque Isle Beach. And we were swimming like it was nothing. And then come to find out, it was like 2 years later, they found piranhas up there. I'm like, are you been eaten by a damn piranha? And I'm sitting there trying to go into, I'm not going to no creeks and no rivers or nothing, because there could be alligators in there. Like, it could be all kind of stuff. Like, people can, listen, to be honest with you, listen, if you have a pet alligator or a pet snake and you want to get rid of it, where are you going to put it at?
It might be in a river from swimming.
And the water, they'll adapt to the water.
Yeah.
They'll have to. You know what I mean? And no, I don't even go in the ocean, let alone anything else. So I'm good. I'll go in a swimming pool that I can see the bottom, and that's it.
I mean, I used to be part of it was a rowing club. We used to go down. We used to row the boats down by the channel. It's called Washington Landing. There's like a little channel that's right off the Allegheny River. And there's like a little shallow part of the river, but that's still dangerous. You're supposed to have a life vest on and all of that. Yeah. And I thought about going water skiing, doing the ski rentals down the river. But if I'm gonna do something like that, I'm gonna wear life vests. I'm not going stupid.
Hey Tamika, hey King Morgan. No, like I went canoeing one time too, and like I won't do it no more. Like I'd rather just go in somewhere where I can see the bottom. That's it. No, too much stuff is happening to people, and with the currents and stuff like that, if you fall in there, even if you can swim, the currents are going to pull you, and you can't help yourself, especially if the currents are pulling you.
Yeah, they just gotta, you gotta follow river safety, boat safety. There's a reason why they tell you certain things,
Right. That's crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to, people need, they want to enjoy themselves, get on the river. You can rent a boat, kayak. Just be mindful and be careful. Don't just, you know what I mean?
Yep. That's like, I don't know if you ever watched it or not. Somebody showed me a video on YouTube. Did you see about that dude in Florida that drowned? When he went on the boat with a bunch of people, and he ended up, I don't know if he fell off or whatever he did, but they had tried to find him, and they couldn't find him. It took like 20 minutes, and finally they found his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that.
It's crazy. I forget when it happened. It was months back.
It's crazy though, because here we have too many of them people getting found on the river. Like something's up.
Yep.
And then you hear stories from even people you grew up with, like, oh, when I was younger, I remember a kid drowned in the river. I'm like, man, what I could at least like 10 people tell me stories about somebody in the river.
One of my family members' son was found in the river. This was a long time ago. But that's why I stay away from the water.
Yeah. I just advise people, if they want to be on a boat or on the river, wear a life jacket. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't go in the water. Just go fishing.
But that's the thing is like, if you can't swim, stay away from the water.
Don't go in the water. Just don't go in.
And like why would you even accept an invitation to even go somewhere where it involves water if you can't swim?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we went with people that actually didn't go into the water, like, because there's a rope that you can swing off and then go into the creek.
Yeah.
But there was people that didn't want to do it, so they just sat like on the side and on the rocks and that. But I'm like, why would you come up here just to sit? You know what I mean? Like, I went in the water, but then I was just like, because I felt something by my leg. I said, nope, I'm out. And I stayed out of the water after that, but everybody else kept jumping in, and there was a guy that did it. He jumped off the thing, and he hit his ankle and broke his ankle. And they had boats pulling up and watching everybody as they were swinging off the swings and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, somebody gets jacked up, then what? Because it's a far walk. I mean, it's not like park your car and it's right there. Like, you got to park the car and you got to walk. Yeah. So it's pretty far, like, as far as walking. So imagine if you were hurt and you had to walk that far.
And then, like, if you're going to go out somewhere and you're by yourself and you don't let nobody know where you at, like, you got to kind of, like,
Yeah.
Like, say if you're going hiking, you're in the woods, like, hey, I'm out here. In case something happens, look for me, or here's my location. You know what I mean? You got to kind of like tell people where you at, I guess. I mean, you should kind of tell people report to you where you're at anyway, but still.
Yeah, that's why people aren't being found, is because they're not at least letting one person know where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
But
so let me see. So there's a I don't know. I heard the news today. The girl from what's her name? Shan Doherty, whatever her name is. She passed away. 90210. Huh?
She was my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, she had cancer. I know she was sick and stuff.
Yeah, she had stage 4 for a while, and she was doing good.
Yeah, I remember her being sick before. I'm like, didn't she have cancer before? Like.
And then the girl from The Shining.
Yeah.
You remember when she died?
What's the dude's name? Richard Simmons.
Him.
Yeah. I remember, that's not funny. Remember Eddie Murphy or something like that? I'm going to stop. That's not funny.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. It's
he did his version of Richard Simmons. What he did it on the, I forget. I think he did it on Nutty Professor. That was funny. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then the Baltimore Raven guy, he played for Pittsburgh. He passed away today. Jacoby Jones, number 12.
Really?
He played for the Ravens. He was on the Steelers for like a year. I might get the name wrong. Jacoby Jones or something like that. He was number 12 for the Baltimore Ravens. We had him signed for 1 year for the Steelers. I think he was a kid. Remember when Mike Tomlin, he stepped his feet out and he was trying to run that playback, and Mike Tomlin stepped his feet into the field real fast and tried to be slick. Yeah, his name's Jacoby. I think his name's Jacoby Jones. I don't have him on the phone with me.
Are you talking about him?
Yeah, that guy. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
And he was 40. He was younger than me. I'm like, man, what's up with all these people, like old, young people, like, especially athletes? I don't know. It makes me wonder, is it the jab or like?
You're exactly right.
It makes me think, like, dang, like.
Because if you notice too, and I was talking to a couple people about that. You ever notice that all the people that did get that are sick?
Yeah.
So I know of like at least a handful of people that I know that got that, and they look terrible now. Like it's
I was telling my coworkers,
I mean, I keep getting asked about it, and nope.
I was telling my coworkers, I wish like me and my coworkers talked about this the other day, a couple of years ago. I only got it one time. I just knock on wood. I'm good. Hopefully. It was a stupid, like I feel.
Well, these are people
the same way about it. But like me, my cousin, a couple of my coworkers, we all talked about it. I was like, damn, man, why the hell did we always? And then we all be like, man, we feel weird ever since we got that. Like, you just not saying we feel weird, but like it's just a weird mind thing in your head. Like, damn, man, maybe we shouldn't have that. But I never went on with like the boosters and all that stuff.
See, my mom got all of them, every single one of them.
And then you still see people wear masks and stuff. I'm like, man.
I know.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, now I can understand, like, somebody got, like, their immune system's really bad and they've been getting sick a lot. That's different. Now, I will say this. Back in 2017, when I worked out in Oakland, a lot of the Asian population, like the students, they always wore their masks. Like, I don't know, because where they're from, like, the pollution's so bad, they're used to that. That's how they do it. And it makes me wonder. I'm like, man, I wonder, like...
Yeah.
It was wild. It's wild.
My thing is they're telling you, okay, like if you have a cough or if you this and this and this, make sure you have your mask on. Well, if you're coughing, all them germs is just right there. Like it's not fully. You don't have a whole mask on, so it's not covered completely.
Yeah.
The germs are still getting out some way. Like I don't get it. Like,
I'm not saying you need germs, but you kind of need bad germs sometimes. Like germs sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not saying you need to get sick, but sometimes I'm not saying you need to have germs on you, but sometimes I can't even think of the word to say it. I'm not saying sometimes it's good to get germs. I'm just saying like you could get germs, but then your body can build immunity to the germs. Like, all right, I got this before. This ain't nothing. We're going to knock this shit around. Like your natural body, the white T cells, whatever they call them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And there's other ways you can boost your immune system besides taking the jab. I don't know why I call it the jab.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because this is going on YouTube, so that's good.
Yeah, that's the words. That's what I heard on YouTube. That's why I said it like that.
Yep.
That's how they said it on YouTube, like the jab. But anyway, that was.
Now.
I'm fine right now. I'm knocking on wood. Hopefully.
How long ago did you take?
What was it, like 2020, 2021, something like that? I think something like that. It had been 2021 because they came out with the vaccine then.
They came out with it too quick.
Yeah.
Like, way too quick.
The place I worked, my employer, they were offering it to us. And we were like the first people that got, like one of the first, like the essential people and like the first responder people and like that. They were the first, the hospitals and all that. We were like the first group of people. And like the people that was like elderly, sick, people like that, we were the first people that was offering it.
Well, at least you didn't get no more of them.
Nah. And it's crazy because I was sick as a dog at one time. Went to the hospital. Didn't have the flu, didn't have strep, didn't have COVID. But I was sick as a dog. They didn't know what the hell it was. It might have been something from that shot. For the jab, you know what I mean? That's why I think about, like, put me on my ass, put me out of work for 3 days. I had, like, the chills. I had diarrhea. I had, like, I was cold. I felt like my muscles was weak. I couldn't do nothing. And I felt like my left leg was, like, numb really bad. Like, it was crazy.
They said you didn't have the flu?
They had the test and said I didn't have the flu or COVID or anything like that.
Wow.
And then they're going to try to say I got to pay $300 copay to go to that neighborhood ER. Like, you must be out your damn mind. I paid for insurance. Y'all killing my pockets with insurance. I ain't paying no $300 copay.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, it's like, what do you pay insurance for? If you got to pay.
I mean, like.
It's you anyway. Crazy.
I wasn't giving them nothing anyway. I was like, I kiss my ass. I mean, excuse my cuss words, YouTube.
Just bill me. I'm not paying you anyway, but bill me.
Even when I was a kid, when I went to the ER, I ain't giving no copay. I'm like, you no damn copay. Who you think I am? Everybody go to, some people go in there. It's like, what do you want me to do? What they say, oh, you go to the ER, they can't refuse you. You say that, then you go there, you try and look at me like,
right.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It's not cool.
No.
I'm trying to say the right word as a grown self. My grown self.
Right.
My 30-year-old self would have said something really different.
And you gotta watch because it's YouTube, so.
I know. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful.
No. Like, because YouTube is real strict with everything now.
It's like the stuff we talked about in 2004. We can't say it right now. So it's like they're censoring us. I'm sorry.
I know.
We can have a regular conversation in 2004. Like you might say, "Oh, you stink." You say you stink, but then now 2024, you say somebody stink. You might get flagged for that.
Right.
You can't even say it like that. You can't even say it the way Dave Chappelle say it, like, you stink.
gotta find another word for that.
I know. We gotta make it. Oh man.
Just say whenever you go to say it, just put the little picture in front of it, and it'll show you what it is.
There you go. That's a good idea. The emoji. Yep, the emoji. So what's been up with you? How your cats doing?
Good.
I've been trying to catch up on your videos lately. I've been behind.
I went Tuesday, so they're doing really good.
That's good.
Yeah. They're sleeping.
So the weather's still hot. It's what, the 14th to 15th? What's today's date?
Yeah. The 14th?
And it's like 95 degrees. It's like August weather in July.
But yet tomorrow it's supposed to storm.
It's supposed to storm? I thought it was supposed to storm today.
No, I think they said it was supposed to be, either late tonight or like going into the morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right now they say it's reading 92 right now, but it says slight chance of rain over the next 6 hours. So now it's 42% chance of rain now. So it is gonna rain today.
Wow, we kind of need it to wash.
But it's not like in the middle of the night.
I know. Then it always rain late. Now, I seen your video the one day. You was talking about the weather and the skies and all that. Now it makes me wonder because it rains weird times. It never rains when it's supposed to rain. It never rains like, all right, it's supposed to rain today. It's gonna rain 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep.
Right. And that's
you wake up like, damn, when did that rain?
You remember like the day when you would get like the severe thunderstorm warnings, and it would just get pushed back. Boom, it gets hit. It's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, why couldn't you do it during the day? Why do you wait till everybody goes to sleep?
And it's funny because I used to be one of them Carnegie Science Center kids. I used to get on the Carnegie Science Center to do that WPXL weather thing. And it was so much more predictable to do the weather compared to it is now. Like,
that's because Joe DiNardo isn't doing it now. That said it was going to be hot, and when Joe said it was going to rain, it rained.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We won't get into too much of that.
I know. You're right. I know what you mean.
It's like what I say. I'll just put it this way. There.
Yeah.
Now you know the initials, right?
Okay. I remember you said that. I remember you said that to me before.
Yeah.
So I got another topic.
Okay.
So I know we're around the same age. So like, what's up with Pittsburgh? Like, you ever notice Pittsburgh don't have like old school pizzerias? And when I mean by pizzerias, I'm talking about like, you could go to a pizza shop, you see the guy with the dough and he all the white shirt, white pants, and the apron. You get the dough in front of you. You know you're going to that pizza shop. The seat's got the little tears in it. You can see the little.
A nice old-fashioned but good restaurant.
Like, for example, I think Minio's is still open. I ain't been to Minio's in so long. I think Minio's might be one of the ones still around.
No, because now everything's a machine now.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like, there ain't no like an old school pizzeria. Maybe in like Dormont, I think Campides is on Potomac. I think he's an old school guy, Fiore's and places like that. And there's not a lot of them though. Like, you used to be able to go to pizzerias everywhere.
No, because I went to go pick up a pizza from Papa John's the one day, and they literally put their dough in this machine, and it comes out and it spreads it out into the shape, and then all they do is put the stuff on it. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's too easy. Like, you're really not doing anything.
My dad used to work at a pizza shop when I was a kid, and I used to see my dad make the dough, like go up in the air and everything. He tried to teach me how to do it. I would suck at it. But it's not like there's not too many of them old schools.
Pull it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
The guy that stood the dough in the air. Oh man.
Yep.
Used to make my day. That's how you know your pizza's gonna be fire.
That's like I was saying, like even like Ponderosa, like we were talking about that one time. Ponderosa, that was always popular.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of some other places that were even like really popular, like back then that they don't even have anymore.
Yeah, like I'm from Northside, so like the Pasta 2 on Federal Street, like
my brother went there.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite places, and like even like all over the city, like the North Side, like, there was pizzerias everywhere. Like
wow,
now it's like it's different. Like you said, it's the machines.
Yeah,
you know, it's not the same quality.
They don't have to do like Pizza Hut. Back then, the Pizza Hut on 51. Back then, we used to go there all the time to eat, and they were so good. Like their garlic bread was nice and crispy and had all the cheese on it, had the seasoning. I ordered it not that long ago, and like it was like a little tiny sprinkle of cheese and like no seasoning, and it was real like soft, like soggy kind of soft. I'm like, what happened to all this good food? They did away with taco pizza, which I was so mad at because I love their taco pizza, but I learned how to make it on my own. So, but yeah, they don't have a lot of restaurants now aren't like it used to be.
I mean, you talk about people they like the pizza going to Sam's Club, like. I ain't knocking Sam's Club pizza. I'm just saying, like, it ain't the same though.
No, none of it is. None of the food anywhere you go is the same anymore.
That made me want to go to Chicago, New York, and like get a real pizza. Like, I want a real pizza.
No, because Pizza Hut had that. What was that pizza that they had? Was it the Chicago style pizza?
Yeah, but it's not. They can try to get that brand. They would never do like a Chicago pizza.
And when I got it had the sauce on top of the toppings.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? But it was like real soft. Like it didn't have like no crunch whatsoever to it. It looked like it was like half done. I'm like, I will never buy this again.
And you know what's crazy? When I was a kid, we used to always get Sicilian pizza, and it's not. You can never get a good Sicilian pizza ever. It's like I can't find one place.
I never had one.
It's like it's I don't know. Like some people can make them. Now I'm not saying there ain't no good pizzas in Pittsburgh. So whoever's watching, they know of any good pizzerias. You guys should just comment, let us know. Give me some ideas. Maybe I might not be seeing these places. You know, it might be some in your neck of the woods if you're in the local Pittsburgh area,
right?
Or wherever you're from. Maybe tell us a pizza shop where you're from. You know.
Yeah, can they deliver?
Right, like Permanis, they be shipping their stuff out.
You just UPS it to us.
Right, FedEx, whatever. I know a guy named Emilio. He's coming up from California. I'm gonna stop.
Coming on vacation, like, just send some food.
Yeah, he's coming up from the border. Have Emilio bring it back to me. So I think it's funny though. Like, not that I know we was off that Trump subject. It's just funny now. All of a sudden, all the like the opposing people on the other side, they're like, oh, they're all sympathetic towards him. Like, man, damn well y'all don't care about that man. Y'all sit there talking about giving them to.
Joe Biden don't even care about that man.
Yeah, like, come on, y'all.
He was like, I'm so happy that he's so safe, and but I'm like, no, you
right.
You care.
Made you say that, bro. You ain't want to say that.
He's probably in the back of this room going, damn. Like,
yeah.
How couldn't he be gone so that way I could be president again?
Yeah, it makes me think, because like you got to think, man, the president of the United States is the most powerful person on earth. I mean, right now, like whoever's in office, who's to say? Not even like, not even putting it out there. Who's to say he might have said, "Hey, remember that favor I did for you a couple years back?"
What?
I'm just saying.
You ready to return the favor?
Just like the streets.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, like, we sitting there, everybody worried about what's going on with the president. You had real people that passed away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not, you had real people that actually passed. Like,
and that's the thing. Like, they glorify them on TV, but what about everyday people that do? I mean, you put it on there, but you're not glorifying it like, oh my God, like, prayers to the family and stuff. Like, no, it's just, okay, 20-year-old shot, killed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, next.
Right.
And my whole timeline on my news is filled with Trump. The whole timeline is filled with Trump.
I guess it's, I don't know. I'm not even like, I guess it's one of the things that happened, like, we was coming up, like, well, I wasn't even born when I think I might have been like really little, that happened to Ronald Reagan. Somebody tried to shoot him. I don't even remember. I mean, I think I was like really little. Like I wasn't even old enough.
You were like,
maybe like 1 or 2 or something, maybe 3. I don't know.
You said you were like really little?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
No. Like I
was
a small little kid, boy, baby, maybe. I don't know how old I was. Wow.
What was it like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I didn't mean to do it like that, y'all. I was just trying to like, I'm on camera, y'all, so like I get nervous sometimes, so I gotta do the right hand gestures.
Every week.
Some weeks I'd be nervous than others. Karate.
Take out of that.
So I want to watch that new Beverly Hills Cop movie.
I seen it.
Don't give me
Listen, I'm not spoiled.
All right.
But
everybody told me it was good.
I will tell you, it is really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay.
Did you watch Under Paris yet?
No.
Okay, that's on Netflix too. You gotta watch that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna check it out. I might check it out tonight. Let's see.
But yeah, the new Beverly Hills Cop, that was really, really good.
I'm trying to get caught up on this series on Paramount Plus. It's called Mary Kingstown. It's that series is made.
I watched.
It's that series made in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I watched 3 episodes already. That was it.
It's hard to watch because it's like all right, I just got done with the first season. The only reason why I don't watch this series is made in Pittsburgh, and there's a lot of local people in there. You know what I mean? That I want to, they say, hey, watch it. I'm in there. So I want to, check it out. So
there you go.
It's starting to get fun. I'm starting to like it more now. But the first season was boring. It was like a drag.
I know. That's why I was like, I watched the first 3 episodes.
I'm like, bro.
I'm like, can something like really happen? Like I like him as an actor, but like I was just kind of like,
Yeah, and he had all them major people in there. Like myself, why is it boring?
I like Tulsa King too.
What's it called?
Tulsa King.
Oh yeah, I watched that. That was a good one. I actually liked that.
That was good. That was a lot of action in it. I like him too. So.
Yeah, I like that one. I wish he'd have came out with another season with that.
Wow, no.
I feel like he could have pushed it for like 2 or 3 seasons. They could have made it to where he went back to New York or something.
Right.
Or he went somewhere else, did the same thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. He could have did more with it.
Oh, did you ever see that show From?
From? No.
I think it's on Prime, but it's like, you know how Prime has like other streaming things that are attached to that. So if you have Prime, you have to have this or whatever it is.
Yes.
Something like that. But the whole thing of it, they're coming out with another season of it, but the whole thing is that they're in this city and they're stuck in there, and at night these people come out and like they can like kill you and like stuff like that. And if you do anything wrong, instead of like locking you up, they put you in this little cage in the middle of the night, and those people could do whatever they want with you.
Ooh.
It's good though. Like it really is.
Kind of remind me that, I don't know if you remember this movie. What's that movie called? He was locked up. He was volunteering. He had to be in this prison. He was a volunteer. They got paid millions of dollars if he survived it. You got to be in this prison. They get all these levels, and you start from like.
Are you talking about Platform?
Is that what it's called? And he go to the bottom.
Yeah, they're coming out with another one.
Like whoever's up top, they get like whoever's at the bottom, and they get the scraps. Whoever's up top get all the food. It was that movie was crazy.
That's the show.
Oh, okay. What's the name of it again?
It's called From.
From, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, but you definitely have to watch the new Beverly Hills Cop and Under Parents because they were really good.
Yeah.
Like,
let's see what else I was gonna say. Do you have any topics so far?
I'm trying to think. My main thing was I was thinking of that Trump thing because it kept coming on my news feed. And I'm tired of seeing it. Like, it's over with.
I know. I know. So
I was trying to look through things to see if I can find some topics to talk about, but everything is about that.
All right, so there's a story. I think. All right, so the guy I think he's still locked up in Russia. Remember how they brought home that girl Brittany Griner or whatever her name is? What's her name? That woman basketball star.
Okay, yeah.
So the lady, I guess the guy's from here. The guy in Russia's from here, who's locked up still in Russia or something like that.
Okay.
I think his wife or his daughter or his mom or somebody or his sister, they're trying to sue the U.S. government because he wasn't released from Russia, and like Brittany Griner got more attention versus him. Like, you know what I mean? So she's trying to.
Didn't they say something about an exchange or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Something to do with that.
Yeah, because the dude was over here, was from Russia, and then she was over there, she was from here, and they said that they would exchange. If they would release her, they would release him.
Okay, so that's why she's probably suing them. She's trying to sue the U.S. government because they didn't do enough to get him home. That's her claim.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that they were doing an exchange.
Here's how I feel about that. You go to another country, man, you better know their laws. Just like that movie Midnight Express. I don't care. Just because you're American, that don't mean nothing in other countries, though. Like, they do not care. You can say all you want. You can make all the lawsuits in the world. You won't go bankrupt trying to sue the U.S. government. But you won't go to a country and you're doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing. That's your damn fault. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, dude got locked up over there for a reason. He was doing some shit he wasn't supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And that's for anybody.
What is it that she even did, though?
She had a weed court.
That's so dumb.
Which is a big law in their country.
Yeah.
They only did something to her because, the government, like, they was messing with dude in that war. So,
right.
They had to put their 2 cents into that war. It's like, okay, you want to do this? Okay, we're going to get one of your people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I don't go to other countries.
I feel like you go to other countries, especially you go on vacation, Mexico and stuff. Do your homework on the laws in other countries. Because other countries, the way we live our life is forbidden in their countries.
Yep.
And that's the biggest problem we have. Like, we go to other countries, we think we're Americans, we're just safe anywhere. No. It don't matter if you got a passport or not. You got to do your research. But going to these countries and thinking you're like untouchable, you're not.
Yep.
You got respect for other countries. They hate us. They low key hate us in most places in the world. We're hated.
Still go to the Dominican Republic from America, and these people over there, like, what are you not getting? Like, why are you going there? If there's people that are going missing over there from America, why would you even go there?
And what about that kid from where did he go? There was a kid locally from here. He got a girlfriend that's, I think, from Colombia. And I don't know if they went to Mexico or Colombia. But they ended up getting kidnapped. The kid ended up getting killed.
Wow.
I don't know, because he was like a black kid, and maybe like he was in Colombia, and they didn't want him messing with, Colombian girl.
Maybe.
Or, I mean, sometimes that's a big business in other countries. Like, you always hear the stories on the news, like, that's a big business. Like, they get the tourists. That's the big business. That's how it is. Like, so, like, people just gotta be careful, man. Like, people still gonna go on vacation. Like, even the U.S. government warned people, like, don't travel to this country. People still gonna go on vacation. People still gonna go to Mexico. They're gonna go to Cancun. Wait, they were told not to go to Puerto Rico at one point. They were told not to go to Haiti, Dominican Republic, the Caribbean. Yep. People still wanted to go. So,
like you said, they think they're untouchable. They think nothing's gonna happen.
I mean, unless you know El Chapo's people or something. I mean, if you El Chapo, you know El Chapo's people in your NBA.
Right. I still wouldn't go though.
I don't know nothing. I'm on a 5th floor. 5 floors. I was joking. Let me stop. That just came to my. No disrespect, because my neighbors are, they from them areas, and they're cool as hell, and they didn't know stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
I said that because I was thinking about my neighbor. We always joke about that. Because when I see my neighbor, he's from Guatemala. I always say that. I know nothing. I'm on the 5th floor.
Well, it's nice that he could joke.
You gotta do jokes sometimes. There's so much serious stuff in the world. People don't even. They just can't joke no more. It's like everybody's sensitive. You can't joke with anybody without getting people get offended. It's like 2024, man. It's like, it's more masculine. Like the guys is like sissies nowadays, and it's kind of bad, man. And I feel like we don't gotta be, we're like the last of the dying breed generation. With like some, now our kids get it. Some of our kids get it. Like my oldest, I think 3 of my boys, they still get it.
Yeah.
I think they might be like the last of the, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think like the 2000, like the 97 kids and like to like 2007. That's it.
Yeah. Anybody after that? Nope.
Yeah, there's another. They need to start a new trend, like Generation Z. It needs to be something else. I don't know what they're gonna call it from Z.
So how do you feel about these kids, the men wearing the skinny jeans?
They kind of messed up because now with the skinny jeans, I'm a big fella. So I'm not saying I want to have baggy jeans like how I wore back in early 2000s with the 6X white tees and stuff. I need to have room. Like, I don't want to have to like wear skinny jeans and they be too tight on me and I got to sag it. But then at the same time, I'm trying to sag it a little bit. I can't walk. The skinny jeans, it's uncomfortable for me. I don't care about the swag, man. I like to have a little bit of bag and room. And then, like, I think about people that wear skinny jeans.
When we grew up, though, that's how it was. When we grew up, it was the baggy jeans.
Yeah.
And the baggy sweatpants and things. So it was, to me, like, if you would put a picture side by side of back then how they dressed and then now, I don't know how people would pick now. Like, I don't know how they even have, I don't even know how they move in them. And then they sag them on top of that, because how do you sag?
Yeah, you want to sag and then
I don't know.
You're not uncomfortable. And then a fat dude trying to wear skinny jeans. It's like, I'm a fat dude. I can't wear skinny jeans like that. Like, it ain't gonna work. Like I don't get it. Like, and now you can like choose from a variety of jeans. It's not like, because there was a point where it was just all skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Now you can choose a variety of jeans. I mean, everybody got their own generation of style. I can't hate on style. Like, it ain't me. Just like how my parents might look at my style or our style. They might not agree with our style. Like my dad, I remember my dad, he tried to iron my pants. He put all these creases. I'm not wear my pants with all them. Like, I iron my pants, but the way he had my creases, I'm like, man, I'm not going to no I'm not going to see no. I'm not even.
Go ahead.
But you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not with that. Now the style was classy. Now they did dress nice. I just wasn't feeling how he's wearing my jeans. The crease was like all the way from the top to the bottom. Like, bro.
Like I'm not going to looking like this.
Like I wore Dickie outfits. He trying to, you know.
Dickie outfit.
He was trying to teach me like, hey, iron your clothes. Like I understand where he's coming from with that. I'm like, Dad, I don't want my creases like that, man. Like, come on. But at the same time, my dad dressed better than me. He got more style than me. He dressed just better. Like he's always into the new stuff. My dad's in his 70s, so I can't even say nothing.
Right.
But
wow.
But I don't know. Like I think as I got older, I kind of grew out of some of the styles. Now I'm not like a big name brand. Like I don't wear like I have a couple Nike shirts here and there. I wear like a plain black shirt, you know, or like I wear some jeans. I like my sweatshirts and my hoodies. I ain't out trying to buy no Dior or no, you know, Pele Pale or something expensive I can't afford no more. Now back then it was easier to get that stuff. You know.
I looked up a pair of Karl Kani.
Oh yeah. Wow.
The Karl Kani outfit is almost $300.
They're crazy.
You know the jean jacket and the jeans, $300. I looked up cross colors. Cross colors are expensive. I'm like, what happened to all these? Like when we bought them, they were cheap as hell. Like if they're out of date, why are they so much more money?
And then like some people like to wear Supremes. They're like $500 for a t-shirt. I'm like, you must be crazy.
All the old
and like
school
people want to wear
stuff.
Gucci and like you want to wear Gucci and all that. I'm like, you don't even have to do all that. Now I could see New York City. New York City, you got more access to like designer stuff at a better price, more than anybody else in the world. Now you could go to New York, spend some money, and come back with some shit. Some of it might be knockoffs, but some of that stuff be quality stuff. But here, it's like you won't go broke trying to buy that stuff.
Yep.
Now I will say there is a store in the North Hills. I forget the name of it. I don't even know if it may or may not be around. It's like a secondhand store for like designer stuff like Gucci and all that people never wore. They donated to them.
Okay.
I think there's a couple stores like that in our area. But
did you see the TV commercial that they have a site that you can go on and you could get like all of these name brand like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, all that for like 70% off?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
I forget what this, I'd have to see it again, but they have like a whole bunch of like people, like models, and they are showing all different outfits, and then they're saying, go on this site and you could buy all these name brand things. And I went on there and it was like, instead of paying like $1,000, you're paying like 300 and something. I'm like,
that's good, but like, okay, you gonna wear that stuff, right?
Still a lot of money.
Somebody gonna try to rob you for that. That's like you wearing a Rolex. Oh, you got Gucci. I can get this too.
I hate it. I don't like all that expensive stuff.
Now, if you going out somewhere nice, you want out, let's see, you know what I mean? You going somewhere nice.
Right.
That's your going out nice outfit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you just go on wearing some Gucci just to go to Walmart.
Yep.
To show off, and then talk. You know, I don't know. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with looking nice and going shopping. That's fine. But just to go down the street to the corner store to see, get you a pack of Black & Milds. Come on, bro. Like,
throw on my Gucci so I can go get some Black & Milds. Let's go.
I wear plain Hanes or a plain Gildan shirt, black Gildan shirt. Call it a night.
Yeah,
I might have a nice designer hoodie like a Nike or something, or some like Pittsburgh Steelers.
The thing is that Nike's not even that expensive. Like you have Nike, you have Under Armour, you have North Face.
Yeah, I like my North Face. I do like North Face. I wear
those. They're not too bad. You know what I mean? Like you can get them decently priced.
Now you're not wearing no Balenciagas, like you know what I mean, or
for all that kind of stuff. Like it's all it is a name. It's a regular shirt. Yeah. Throw the name on it and make it expensive.
You could probably find a Chinese lady on the street and make the outfit for you. I mean,
I'm gonna make up my own shirt. I'm gonna buy a plain shirt and just put a fake name on it.
Yeah, just put Diaz. Get your little name brand. Get your YouTube shirt says Diaz. Subscribe to me.
I have to.
Yeah, I see people do that.
I'm slacking. They did give me a thing to do merchandise so people could buy it, but like people don't even donate to the channel or nothing.
Man, we gotta get you a plaque. We gotta get you a viewers up. Get you to get that plaque. That'll be crazy. Man, you will get there. You will get there.
You don't know what I would do to have that plaque in my house.
Huh?
I said, you don't know what I would do to have that plaque in my house. I'm reaching for it though. I'm reaching for it.
I think sometimes they need to like start lowering the tiers of, because there's so many people that, that do it. I think they need to lower the tiers a little bit.
You need 100,000 to get that first plaque.
They should do that 50,000 at least, or 25. Like
they should do it. They should start at like 10,000, give you something smaller, and then like 15,000 or 20,000, give you something else, and 30,000. Like if you put in all that hard work, like why not?
Yeah.
Because I see people that have lower subscribers that are putting in way more work than all these other people that are doing videos, that are paying for everything.
Yeah, they're putting all their money into it, like, which is fine, but like.
I watched a video the one day, and somebody, not famous, but that has YouTube famous, I'll say it that way, that posted a video, and not even 2 minutes later had 30,000 views.
That's crazy.
I'm like, the video was an hour and a half long. How did 30,000 people watch it in 2 minutes?
There got to be some time there got to be a loophole or plug or somebody that like it's like.
Then you have people like us that actually do videos that bust their ass and really try to work for it, and it's like, and every month, like say I make $100, which I made $100 in December, so it starts all over again. So you don't keep that $100, which I don't think is right, because if my videos made them views, why can't I keep that? Why don't you stay at 100 and then it just goes up from there? That's why a lot of YouTubers, that's why people are giving up, because like it's hard, but I just keep doing it. And if I make 5 videos in one day, my money goes up like $3. But I gotta make 5 videos a day.
I wish companies could pick and choose who they could advertise with, besides like just going on the main YouTube thing. Like, hey, I want this subscriber to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wish there was a way they could, like, I don't know.
I mean, see, like they have, like you could be a promoter on YouTube. You do the memberships, so people can subscribe to one of your memberships, and that generates the money. They have the super thanks on there, so like the super thanks at the bottom of the video, like if it says like, share, comment, or whatever, there's a little heart with a money symbol there. So if you click that, you could donate to the actual channel, and it goes to the channel. It doesn't go to me, it goes to the channel. Yeah. And I try to tell people that, because I'm like, everybody thinks like, okay, I just want Cash App, I want money for myself. It's not that. I want to donate to I want to blow my channel up.
Yeah, like you want to put into your channel, like you want to come up, you know what I mean? I got you. And like, I see people that be trying, like there's other YouTubers I know, I see them put all this work in. I'm like, man, what happened? He was like, one of my friends, he was so consistent, and that's like now he's like, I guess he's getting frustrated with it. He just started.
It's hard. It is
hard.
You don't feel like, and I said it in one of my videos, you don't feel motivated at times, because like it feels like I take a day or 2 break and then I go hard. Like I'll make 4 or 5 videos. Then I take then I'll make 4 or 5 videos. But it's hard to mentally try to do it if, like, I have the support, but it's just mentally it's hard to do it, because you don't have that.
Like, it's crazy. I guess it's so many people doing it at the same time. I think there's going to be a loophole for you though. I think you're going to come in, you're going to go consistent. It's going to be the right time. You're going to be there at the right place at the right time when it happens.
I'm trying to have a big ass house, and here's the thing. Like I was telling people, they're like, oh, okay, well, what if you do make it on YouTube? Like you see all these YouTubers with like 13 bedrooms and 10 bedrooms houses, and I'm like, listen, I'm happy with a 4-bedroom house,
right,
with two cars, and like just the basic. Like I would build my house from the ground up the way I want it, like maybe $300,000, build it the way I want it. And I actually have blueprints that I did one day of each level of my house of what I want.
Oh, sure. That's possible.
So, like anything's
possible. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna actually do a video. I'm gonna outline it with markers so that way people can see it. But I'm gonna actually do a video, maybe later or tomorrow, and show what I did. Because I have like in my basement, I have a finished basement. I have a vlog room. I have a gym. I have a studio. But it's all basic. Like it's nothing all fancy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I just want the basics. And I don't need 8 cars because there's only one of me, so I don't need 8 cars. You know what I mean? Like these people go too much whenever they get famous.
But see, when you doing that with your crib, it's gonna motivate other people. Like, damn, she did it like this, because you're like the first content creators. Y'all like the first generation. Like as in this moment right now, yeah, YouTube been out for a long time, but content creators since the pandemic, y'all been like this is like the first generation, in my opinion. I know it's probably been out for a long time, but like, y'all the first generation of content creators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, this is like the blueprint. It's like the YouTube Bible.
That's why I said right now. It's baby steps, but like I said, I'm not young anymore, so I'm not trying to sit there and wait till I'm like 70 and they be like, oh, you're making $10,000 a month. Like, no, I'm 70 now. Like, what was you waiting for?
I know. It's like.
And then they're getting so strict that you can't talk about certain things and you can't do certain things. And like, I have firearms and I can't even do a video on my firearm because I only get partially paid for it because it's a firearm.
And it's crazy. This country, man, it's like we've been built on like our rights security and all of that. It's like, why are you censoring our rights? Like,
that's
I would never understand. It's like freedom of speech. Like, why would you even like?
Yep.
Because somebody get offended. Because you notice, like in other countries, if you post a video, like your video is banned in other countries, which is fine.
Yeah.
Censor it somewhere else so people can't see it.
But my thing is that like when I post a video and it goes through like the pages and stuff like that, like it'll tell me, do you want it monetized? I'm like, yes. And then it'll go through and it'll say like, is there any foul language? Is there any violence? Right. Is there this and this and this and this? And I'm like, I have my channel not for kids. What does it matter?
I got you. Which is good. That's something to think about.
You know what I mean? What does it matter if I say a cuss word? What does it matter? Because it's not for kids. If your kid is on my channel, then that's the parent's fault, not mine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not like the kids. It's not like the kids can't find no video with cuss words on it. Kids ain't stupid.
Music has cuss words in it.
They give their kids phones at 2 years old. Here, take the phone. Get out my face.
Yeah. Oh my God,
they're gonna look some stuff up, and then they're gonna look up a search history. They might find their parents' porn or something. Like, come on. Like, I'm just saying.
Wait, mommy, what is this?
Right. Like, who's that? That's not Daddy. Stop. And look, I used to have a phone, and I used to have to watch my phone. My youngest son was little, and like, this is when me and his mom split up. And I'm like, man, I can't have my phone around my son like that. I had to get his own phone, or I had to put a lock on it, because I had stuff in there he wasn't supposed to see. Like, yeah, I ain't want to see. Like, the girls I was dating. You know, and then like I think about it now, I'm like, man, we didn't really. I'm not saying I didn't do a good job with my son as a kid, but like I feel like, damn, man, I could have did better as a parent with the technology with my kids.
Right.
Because I can't imagine now what the moms is letting their kids do, and the fathers letting their kids do. Like I think it's worse.
They don't care.
And like for what I thought I did wrong was a little snippet. I can't even imagine what them kids is getting into. Like, and like you know, you see the parents in the stores. You be like, wow, I know they letting their kids do whatever they want. They probably got an iPhone at age 5. Like, come on.
Seriously. What's up, Charlie?
I don't think I should have gave my phone. I don't think I should have ever gave my son a phone at an early age. I think about it now. I'm like, man. And the only reason I got my son a cell phone because me and his mom split up. You know, when I didn't have him, because I used to only get him on weekends, it was just my way of keeping in contact with my son without having to talk to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was the only reason I did it. But his phone was a flip phone. He didn't have a smartphone. He had like a little flip phone. And I programmed that phone. And I had like an app, I think it was called Parent. Well, when he did get a regular smartphone, I had an app on there to regulate his time on that phone. So,
right.
I did do work, but at the same time, I didn't always.
I'm doing good, Charlie. Happy late 4th of July to you too. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. It's hot. It is. I was outside and I said, "There's no way," because it's extremely hot.
I was gonna go outside too, do my live. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, but yeah, so we have to make sure we definitely are more prepared for next Sunday.
I know I had topics last week and I lost the paper I had. I just remember that the two missing guys. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, we was off the rip with the Trump thing, so that kind of worked out.
And usually we are though. So like usually like if we piggyback off of one topic, then we always figure out something else to talk about anyway. So
maybe like next week, we should talk about like parents preparing for back to school supplies and trying to tell parents like maybe they shouldn't go as hard. You know, sometimes with the teacher list they give you, they shouldn't have to spend all that money, no matter what the teacher list says. Because some of that stuff you get ripped off, or it's like too expensive. And I learned, you know, a couple years ago. So we could get some tips to the parents out there watching.
Yeah, there you go. We can do that.
Yeah,
definitely do.
So whoever's watching, I hope everyone has a great week coming up. Stay hydrated. If it's hot where you at, drink plenty of water.
Write the stuff down and do not lose it. Put it on your refrigerator if you have to.
You know, they're probably going to be talking about Trump the whole week. But I guess we'll have to, maybe we got to dig deep. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
Maybe I should look up some haunted places in the city and we could talk about them.
Yeah, I'm looking for some places. I need some places that I can't get in trouble if I go into them.
I know.
Because everything says no trespassing anymore.
There's an old turnpike tunnel. And there's like an old turnpike tunnel somewhere.
Yeah, that's in Centralia.
Okay.
That's like 2 hours away or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but like I would love to just do that one day and just go up there because they said like the street is still like hot.
Yeah.
From underground and stuff. So I would love to actually go to different places and just vlog.
I got one more thing before we leave. Okay. Ain't there like an old abandoned, I don't know if it's still there. Ain't there somewhere in Clairton or somewhere around there? There's a street and it's like an old abandoned mine and it's like on fire still. It used to be like houses. Not Clairton, somewhere. Is it Clairton? It's called Lincoln Way somewhere.
Yeah, that's in Clairton. They have it blocked off and the police will take you to jail.
Okay. I was wondering.
You were saying we went there back when there was abandoned houses there, and I went there. But I never did a video on it, which I should have, and that was stupid, but I didn't do a video on it. And there was somebody else that did it too on YouTube, and they didn't get in trouble because the buildings were still there, so they didn't have a sign up. Okay. But they say it's like haunted back there.
Yeah, and that's like underground fire.
The police have a sign up there now because of that.
Yeah, it's like underground fire and stuff.
That stupid highway that they're building too.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. Because me and my coworkers were thinking like, how are they going to build it and where's it going to connect and it's going to cut through, like where's it going to cut through it? It's going crazy.
Well, it's cutting. Do you know where? Okay, if you're on Lebanon Church Road.
Yes.
And you know where the county airport is, right? And you make that turn, like you're going to go towards like Clairton.
Mm-hmm.
If you go all the way down that road, it's going to stretch. It's going to go above there because they tore down. You know where Camden Hills is, right?
What's it called?
In West Midland. Camden Hills is the apartment complex.
If I see, I probably know what you're talking about.
West Midland Estates, they call it.
Yeah, I know where that was.
Okay, so right next to that, there's a Jehovah's Witness building.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go up next to that, there used to be townhouses in that back area back there. Right. They bought all them out, and they tore them all down because this highway is going straight across there.
Ah.
And they tore like the side going down the hill to go to Clairton. They tore down all them trees, and they laid down like this grass stuff to grow the grass, and they're putting that highway right there.
That's crazy.
But it's gonna stretch like super far.
And that supposed to connect to Moreauville?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I was
imagine
like, there ain't no way they're gonna connect it. Now that's gonna be. I mean, it's an easier commute. Like instead of you going the back way to Eastport, you know what I mean? Still, that's crazy.
You know they're gonna tax people, so.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. It's coming out of our pockets.
Yep.
When we talk about the economy, it's gonna be worse. All right.
Oh, I know. It's gonna come out of our taxpayers' money anyway, so in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
You know, we pay for everything else. Why not?
Senator John Brewster said it was supposed to be a good idea, so we'll see.
Yeah. Anything about making money is a good idea to them.
Yeah, of course.
But so yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you. Enjoy the rest of your week. I know you're off tomorrow, but
thank you. I
enjoy
hope you enjoy your week as well.
Stay cool.
I'll have some stuff the next time.
Okay. All right.
All right,
then I'll
see
you then. Thank you guys, everybody that came in the chat. All right. See you next week.
I'll talk to you. See you next week.
All right, just peace.